I have a problem with this. Now, first of all, where's the black dude with the white girl? I have a problem with this. Now, first of all, where's the black dude with the white girl? First of all, we started that, all right? Black dudes had been messing with white girls for a long time, and that's half the reason why you motherfuckers do this in the first place, because we were the ones that kind of abandoned you. I get that. Where's girls for a long time, and that's half the reason why you motherfuckers do this in the first place, because we were the ones that kind of abandoned you. I get that. Where's the black dude with the white girl?
Black male validation will be automatically irrelevant when I'm going to talk with you in this video about why you shouldn't seek anybody's validation. When you did see my other videos, I think you already know my mindset. You don't need anybody's validation. Why? When you make your value dependent on others, they can easily control and manipulate you, and that's what you don't want, because people are selfish and are going to use it to their advantage, that you make yourself dependent on them, and like this you put yourself under them automatically, and that's what you shouldn't do. That's a sign of low self-esteem and low self-confidence. That is your life. Please realize that is your life, and you can get out of the victim role and start to create your own life, start to live your own life, and do whatever you want to do, and stop caring about other people's opinions. And of course, when you put yourself first, people are going to be mad, because they cannot use you anymore to make their lives easier. I don't say become like them and use people who are weak-minded, who make themselves dependent on others, emotionally dependent. It can be a result of a traumatic childhood or something. But as an adult, you can really create your own life. You can go to therapy. You can start your personal development journey. You can all start now. Don't start next week. Start now. All we have is now. You don't need anybody's validation. And why specifically black male validation? Because as black women, we are programmed and we grow up in a black male worshipping culture where we put ourselves under black men and believe everything they say without them proving their talking points. So like this, they can say everything. And like this, we are getting confused because black men contradict themselves and what they want from us. Why do they treat us the way they treat us? And nowadays, I just came to the conclusion, since a long time, I came to the conclusion, and I've learned it from African American women on YouTube, that black men know exactly what they do and they choose. Yeah, they are not children you need to defend. They are grown men. They know exactly what they do. They choose to behave the way they behave, disrespect us, not building anything to protect their people, rather wherever they go, causing violence, instability, and single mother households. They do that because they don't have any interest into developing themselves intellectually, financially, and so on. They don't have any interest, and they don't have to do it because black women are raised loyal and are always going to be there for black men. Black women are brainwashed and are blind and don't want to accept the fact that black men are who they are. Accept that they choose to behave the way they behave, and they need to be held accountable. You really need to snap out of that worship mentality. Stop being needy. It's not worth it. At the end of the day, it will never be worth it when you make yourself dependent on others' validation. Stop worshipping these males. You should never worship anyone, especially not when they bully you publicly, you know? And when you look at the history, all that we've been through, and black women been through much more than black men, why is there such a difference in the behavior? You know, black men don't have any excuse, and their validation is irrelevant because they are the only male group on this planet who is a failed male group. They didn't achieve anything. They've allowed their people to go through slavery, go through colonization, go through racism, and they seek validation from white people, especially white men. They have an inferiority complex, and they see white men as gods, you know, and they put themselves under white men. How black women are needy for black males' validation is the same way black males are needy for white men's validation. I at first thought they are needy for white women's validation, but I think they really love white men and they want to be them. And they want to be in romantic relationships with them, you know? So, and black males' validation is irrelevant because they are unsuccessful. They are a threat to your life as a black woman, especially when you're brown or dark skinned. Even if you want to build, and that's what black women been trying to do, we did that reverse, like we switched the roles and we became the masculine and productive part of the community, and they are feminine, but it's toxic femininity, and it didn't help. You know, we've been trying everything, trying to speak life into them and so on. It's not even our task, and I think that's also why we created narcissistic, sociopathic monsters, because we cuddled them and we've tried to build with them. We became masculine, and they spend that money, they don't invest that money or wealth we try to build with them. They don't invest it into us, into marrying us, creating families with us, building their countries. They use it to invest into a relationship with Becky that won't last, that won't even last. And they spend the money on communities who don't need their money. We need money. We need generational wealth as black people. White people already got their system. They benefit from racism. They benefit from colorism. White men already got the resources, so you don't need to spend more into their community just because you want to be with Becky so much, who doesn't even respect you. And when you look at all of that black males are a failed group who you don't benefit anything from being in Blackistan, to be trying to be a part of the black community, trying to search for black love and so on. You, as a black woman, you don't benefit from it, and I really want you to understand that and to let go. And yeah, that's why I wanted to make this video specifically. You don't need black males validation, because I've noticed as soon as, for example, a black male celebrity says something positive about black women, we are surprised. Oh my goodness, you're our king, yes, yeah. And then we give him all the money. We support their careers by buying their tickets, by listening to their music or watching their TV shows, because he once said, that reminds me of the example of Big Sean when he said, yeah, black women are goddesses, but he never publicly claimed a black woman, or was in a relationship with a black woman especially when he was successful. And that shows you again, men don't want to have a pick-me who builds with them, because these women who go 50-50 and build with men and so on and are nice, men use women like that. You need to understand that. You see it with the celebrities, and watch my video, the come up woman. It's the same with normal people. When you are a pick me and you are needy, you want to be picked so bad, you are desperate. And you are happy you have a boyfriend that, when it's a black man, oh my goodness, a black king, you are even happier. Then you get pregnant and you think that will make him stay, but it won't make him stay. Then he shows his true colors, leaves you, and then he's going to be with Becky. And makes her pregnant too. Yeah, we know the preferences get the same black man. But that's just what I'm saying. When black men are successful, they're not going to use the advantage, that privilege as a popular person and the money that comes with that. They won't use it to help their people or to help building their countries. You see it in Africa. The presidents don't care anything about their people. They care about themselves and their family. And some of them don't even live in their countries. They live in some rich country, living their best lives, and not giving a shit about the economy and social well-being in their country. And they want to be white men so hard, and don't care about their people. And okay, but I don't want to digress too much, because so many thoughts come with that when it comes to how black people treat black people and want to treat white people better, because they just know that white people won't allow disrespect and socially are over us, like have more power, and when you disrespect a black person, you don't get that much consequences, maybe protesting, but that's all, just to keep you calm. But people don't take us seriously. We are a failed group, because black women fall for the manipulation of black men. Black men just use us because they know without us they won't even exist, first of all, but they don't want to exist anyways. They hate their blackness. And second of all, they don't care about building anything. So black women need to stop too. Snap out of that masculine role. You are not obligated to do anything for black men, So now I digressed. Anyway, I forgot what I wanted to. Yeah, with celebrities. At first they're with black women because these are the only women they have access to. Black women have low self-esteem, and black men make sure we keep having the low self-esteem, because they take advantage of the fact that we are being programmed to be race loyal warriors, and to believe everything black men do, say, like, worship them, basically. And as soon as they can afford to be with the women they want to be, white women, and white women know that black men are obsessed with whiteness, they're gonna use it to their advantage. And then black men going to spend their money and wealth into the white man's community, basically. And I think that's also part of why white men allowed black men to have access to white women. Yeah, very interesting. And when you look at that, you like, there's no value in black men's opinion, in their validation, and and being in proximity to them. There's no value at all. Also, be careful with black male family members. Even if they treat you good, just know black women as a general they probably don't like. I've also had a wake-up call with black male family members that black women as a collective, they don't care, and they don't care about black people in general. They say, yeah, even if I want to build, other black men are this and this. And I also notice that with black women and on a daily basis, when I work, and at my work I deal with customers, and just lately there was a black family. I was friendly to them as I am with everyone, but the wife didn't feel the need to greet me back, and she just had an attitude. It's so sad. Sometimes I wish I could meet all of y'all, like this community we built on YouTube, on my channel. I wish I could meet y'all, because on a daily basis it's hard to find a black woman who doesn't have an attitude to other black women. and who has the same mindset as me. Because I think black women like us who are woke and don't care about black men's validation or anything, um, we are still minority within the black female race. Let's say it like this. I think we are still a minority, and yeah, so I cannot have big expectations. It's just my life experience. That's what I experienced. That black women are a big majority are male identified, and you can see it by when divesting goes wrong or when they just swirl and don't divest completely. When they just swirl, they still got that male identification, and that needs to stop. You don't need anybody's validation. Always put yourself first and realize how worthy you are, how much value your life and your existence has, and you don't have to make it dependent on others, not even on your parents. Like for me, I see my value nowadays. I see my value, and without making it dependent on what my parents say or anyone. I don't care. Because I've understood the only task I got in my life is to make myself happy. And when I carry myself a proper way, I treat myself well, I enjoy it. I just enjoy life. And I wasn't born to be a warrior, and I rest in my femininity. And that's what black women need to do, because you see this other group of women, they understand their femininity, but they are also raised another way. Yeah, of course they got an easier start, a much easier start. You cannot even compare it. Like, we as black women don't got it easy at all, and all that mental stuff. But that's why I do these videos, so we need to deprogram how we think, how we move, and let go of that helping syndrome, feeling like, yeah, need to make myself useful to be worthy. No, my existence, you can be glad about my existence. Like, think like this and tell yourself that. So when someone else says that they appreciate you, you don't really care, because you already know that you deserve appreciation. You already know your strengths. You already know you're beautiful. It's like, what I'm trying to say. So ladies, I don't want to talk too much unnecessarily. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate your support. Please make sure to like this video, comment down below your thoughts, more reasons why black male validation is irrelevant, and validation of anyone in general. And when you really understood that topic, you feel free. Like, seriously, you feel relief when you realize you don't have to go to protests. Or that black people are never going to be liberated, and you individually liberate yourself and try to, on that journey, try to help as much black women as you can, but let go of the ones who just don't want to wake up and want to stay in this dysfunction. It's sad, but you need to let it go. Since I've understood the dynamics and made the conclusion for myself that it will never be better, I feel much better. And again, to come back to the femininity, and then I will stop, ladies. I can never stop properly. When you like, on an individual basis, like I said, when you build with a man, first of all, how can you respect him as a man? Because he's going to use you. He's your roommate, basically, when you go 50-50. You don't allow him to be masculine. So, and you will lose your femininity, and you are not the woman he wants to claim as a wife. You are just a roommate with benefits. And ladies, I don't know how to say it. I really want you to understand that, like, you're not wife material when you build with a man. Like this, you make him weaker. You actually don't help him by helping him. You help him by not helping him and being a man. He needs to help himself. And feminine men who are spoiled because they had a black male worshipping mother, which is not which is very likely, then don't even deal with him. Deal with masculine men. There are enough out there, and in my opinion, you shouldn't even date black men. Most of them are not husband material, and they hate you. Yeah. So, and the wife they want to have are white women, and what do you know why? First of all, because black men have no self-esteem and worship whiteness, and second of all, white women don't just take black men like this and they don't worship black men. They know they have options and they use their options, and they are going to use black men, and for black women, black men know that you are desperate for their validation. That's why they don't value you at all. You are always available. And as a woman, you should not be that desperate. As a woman, you should know you are the prize. So when we divest, we need to keep that in mind too. We are the prize and shouldn't bring the worship we had for black men to another group of men. So ladies, let me stop this video. I really hope I could motivate you to better your life, to level up. And please like, subscribe, share, and comment. And I appreciate your support. I see you in my next video.
I have a problem with this. Now, first of all, where's the black dude with the white girl? I have a problem with this.
Whoa! That's interesting, but I sure